Okay, so here's that gimbal rig, right? And I had a camera on there, right? But then I popped it off, and I was saying it took like 10 minutes or so to get this guy, autofocus, bing, DJI hub, bing, transmission, the brain, bing, and power, right? So it took me 10 minutes to get it off and assembled this way. I'm just gonna roll camera and put it back on. So let's see what happens here. And this is the time where it speeds up. All right. So unplugging stuff. I suppose I could be talking my way through this here, right? Pulling the battery pack and transmission system off. I'm gonna put it on the wide side here for right now. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do here before I really nuke my town? I'm gonna check this base plate down here. What's going on? Okay. Just to be safe, because nobody wants to drop. Even Bruticus does not like falling from heights. All right. Okay. All right, so pulled that off. I'm gonna go from my, I don't know how long, 12-inch rails maybe. These are 15 millimeters long. So underneath here is this is a nicey rig, or is this? No, this is a Tilta. My bad, this is a fancy one. It has, oh right, I did not mention this on the video I just made about making this handheld rig. There's also rosettes down here on the bottom, and you could attach like a handle, or, you know, I got these kind of things going on here. You could put one of them on the handheld. Yeah. All right. So you just throw these rails in, and the way that I have the extended small rig speed plate set up underneath here, the Lidar can only slide back so far, so I don't have to remeasure. Like, that's where it's going to go. So lock that on there. It was what some might say is a happy accident. I didn't think it through to do it that way, and it was just working out. So hey, who doesn't love that? All right, so we got to take. What do we got to take off here? We got to take off the hub. I had it velcroed onto the Focus Motors rail. Now, I don't know, I like this. So you know how you used to like take a transmitter and you'd like put it on there, and you'd have like your Hollyland or whatever, and you'd like put it on there and you have your third-party transmitter. Well, for real, the DJI transmitter, it's heavy, right? So it wants to pull and makes the Ronin do more work. So I'm just trying to get it off of there. I feel like I have better performance. Sometimes I'll throw it on a tripod and let it sit there, and it'll be like kind of like crooked, and it'll be like, that's pretty annoying. And the client will be like, what's the deal? And I'll be like, oh yeah, it's what it does. I mean, of course, it's shooting in super high res, and you fix it or whatever. But you know, for those moments like that, it's just like awkward. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting the weight off of the gimbal, and I'm gonna put this guy out there instead of the transmitter. Now, there's always give and take with everything. With the weight coming off, now it's a matter of like how much flex do you have with cable? Like how much flex do you have, right? So you got to rig it, you got to like move, you know, you got to find your spot. Like I think I was working it down here on the front as opposed to over the side here. I wish I had an overhead cam, but I don't. So we're going to go back here just for right now. I just want to get this bird on here and see how long it takes here for real. Okay, so I've got the hub back on here. That is cool, being able to like snap that on there. Good work, everybody, on that portion of the system. All right, what do we got hanging here? HDMI cable, don't need it. Gonna take off the handle. How about these tilt-a-handles, right? I wonder what MacGyver could do with a tilt-a-handle. You know what I mean? MacGyver would be like starting civilizations with like two paper clips and a tilt-a-handle, and like he'd be like Dyson Sphere. That's what MacGyver would do. This is going way faster than what I had originally thought. I'll lock this on here. I'm guesstimating. I'm going to get everything locked on as far as power is concerned. Make sure we got just enough space, at least for right now, just for our particular getting it there purposes. All right. Plug in the C cable, power cable. Watching foreign news. There we go. Because I like to hear another side of the story. Okay, let's see here. What do we got now? We got these longy cables. Sometimes I'm not going to explain why I've got 3 of these things here right now. But we're going to run this longy one all the way to the back. This is running from the camera to the transmitter, which runs in conjunction with the little DJI hub, that this hub that is underneath here is part of the brain system with the Lidar and communicating with the camera. Lack of a better term is probably wrong. Now, in handheld mode, you drop one USB-C, the one that goes from the Ronin to the hub. That one, you're not using Ronin, so you don't need it. Okay. Now I'm tripping because we're actually going to power the camera from the Ronin itself. Amazing. Get in there. Okay, cool. Amazing. And yes, we could, well, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea, ladies and germs. Let's take, because there's power on the front. Oh, yeah. Nope. Oh, wait. Yep. Nope, it's going to work. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Instead of powering, because this hub underneath here needs its own DTAP power. So the Ronin needs power, and then that thing needs power, and then the camera needs power. So there's 3 DTAPs that are running on the system, right? Okay. So, boom, one for the Ronin, one for the, oh yeah, there we go. I'm sure I might have been doing this prior, but in the last build, I had it running to the battery plate back there like a big dum-dum. So now we're just gonna plug this in up here, and now we're talking efficiency. Here we go. Make sure everything's locked up. That didn't take that long. Yeah, I don't know, why not? Watch me balance a Ronin. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot our weight. I got 60 grams. I got 60 grams that rides underneath here. And I had another little bit of weight with some, whatever, I had some metal, some plate guides here, or rail guides here in the back. All right, let's see, now we should be in business. Instead of writing max to the back, come front here just a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. So, moving the battery plug up here was a good move, and we're going to have to make a move here with another part of the hub. That's whatever at this point in time. For real, like, that didn't take me that long to get this back on here. That's with me messing around, like, and not knowing. Once I have this dialed in, you're going from like handheld to Ronin in like, that was minutes. That was minutes. I don't know. I don't know what y'all think about that and my ramblings, but this is Bruticus. The other one was Werner. And well, here, let's look. The runtime is 13 minutes. So I don't know. I was messing around there for a minute before that. It took about 10 minutes to get this thing back on here. If I had to, I feel like I could fire it up and run it the way that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, we gotta go now. Like, it's close enough. That's autofocus with a 24 millimeter at 1.4, and it's coming in pretty crispy. I suppose you want to see a test. Want me to do a test? All right, I'll do a test. Oh, we still got the battery on there. Let's see. Let me put my money where my mouth is in the balancing here, and let's. I'm not confident with how much give we have on the cable there. Not a true indication of whether or not it's balanced, right? The Ronin will tell us. All right, so when you run through it, when you run power this way, I've got to power up the transmitter first, and that is sending power through what I've been calling the tilt-a-sandwich. It's, I don't know, I suppose I'll get on camera here. My cats are crazy. Right, and that's sending power to the Ronin. Okay, let's fire up the Ronin. Ronin's coming online. That's good. That makes me feel better about life. All right, let's turn this camera on. I like to use a strap of some sort, any sort. Keep that underneath there. Try to keep it off of the actual gimbal itself here. And all right, the gimbal is on. I'm gonna climb in. I'm gonna go ahead and record a little bit of footage for y'all to see. Boom. What am I hung up on here? I'm not in, you know, I just slap this together and put it on. You know, I would clearly adjust a couple few things, but I'm running the gimbal here, right, left, if I want to. And I can pull focus with this thumb over here, turn the autofocus on and off over here. If you get the high brightness monitor out, then you've got more monitoring options. But right now I'm, you know, I'm rolling on a gimbal. It took me like 10 minutes to get it off there, and I got autofocus. It's a cinema camera, and it's a cinema glass at 1.4. You know, this is the prototype. This is, I don't know, we're looking at 3.1 here right now. 3.1. All right. Well, I don't know. Playing some St. Louis music here right now, some hip hop or something. I don't know. It's original shit. Links in the description. Bruticus!